Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on another Japanese Yoon player here. Yoon is probably one of the most common mythics that we come across in Ether Raids. He is, well, as it relates to defense, she's pretty much everywhere, whether she's in season or not. Embo would probably be the next one based off the amount of cav lines that we're seeing in this era, I guess, of Ether Raids. But as you can see here, we're going to do the thing that you do with the cav lines. This is the thing now. Pretty much you just set it up so that you can go in and take out all the enemy units. Now, the thing about this particular setup is that Mir is here, as well as Tina. So we got to go on turn one because we will lose the ability to warp in after that. So we're going to go on turn one. Shouldn't be too difficult to clear the units that are in the front positions here, but my biggest concern is how we're going to deal with Mir. We're going to have to figure that out once we get up there, because I don't think I have anything that is going to be particularly powerful against her. Just looking at my lineup here, hopefully Winter Edelgard can do something, at least not die, and then, you know, maybe Crom can come in and do some trip damage afterwards or finish her off afterwards. But that's probably going to be my strategy here. I'm going to take a little bit to set this up. I want to make sure that I get this right in terms of the movement. Got to be precise with this one, because I do have to go in with both Edelgards just to make sure that this is done properly. And it's going to only be on one side of the map since the other side is blocked off. It looks like they really just put their best units on a defense team, and pretty much they're just hoping it works out, which is great for me because nothing here really counters the Edelgards, aside from Mir, of course, but that's not going to be until next turn. So we get this turn for free. It's going to be interesting if they ever introduce a mechanic that activates all of your units' effects, regardless of what turn it is. That would be an interesting shift for Ether Raids, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. I think probably the best way, or it would have been good if they had Gatekeeper here, just to avoid this particular strategy. That aside, I'm not sure I could have dealt with this. Well, I did have some consideration being placed on the Altina team, because all I would have to do is just tank Hanoka, and then, or maybe not even tank Hanoka, tank Igreen, and then that's pretty much it. We'd be able to clear out the following turn because the units would move down. Triandra is locked, so I wouldn't have to worry about anyone getting danced. So just tank Igreen, break the structures, and then set up for the following turn. Take out Hanoka and Tina, who are the main threats here, because Tina would steal any status effects that I would impact or put on my units. So definitely want to do that. And we would then be able to counterattack against Igrin, and that would be that for Igrin. And then Hanoka would be not able to attack anyone since I have a free space there, and then also all the free space on the right. So that was another option, but I did want to see how we could potentially do this with the Edelgard team. So this is just a test. I'm not too concerned if we lose this. I mean, we got the ladders, it's totally fine. So yeah, this is going to be the setup that we're going to go with. We're going to go in with Tana, break the structure, and then go in with Summer Edelgard. The reason that I'm choosing going with Summer Edelgard first is because he has to be solo, whereas Winter Edelgard can survive or still get her Gale Force, even if there's one person beside her. So here we go. I've been testing a little bit with the trap. As you may have seen in the last light season, in the higher tiers, players are getting smarter in terms of their trap placements, and placing a trap right where you would warp in with Tana is actually working out pretty well for them in some instances. But you can still just get around it by breaking a structure and then canceling to where the trap is. That's also one way that you can get around it, but it does bring you down to 50%. So if you have some type of Wings of Mercy play, it could affect you, but not really also at the same time, because it depends on whether or not the trap is real. But if you do that, then Tana would not be able to break the block structure up ahead, which means that you'd have to waste a dance on Tana so that she could then break the block structure. So a lot of variables. Ooh, this is okay. So at least we survive. That is good. Which means we can enemy phase because she only hits once. She doesn't have a guaranteed follow-up when she's attacking. And this is not good because we do need Crown to do some amount of damage there.
It's a promise.
So we're gonna have to continue with the rest of the plan here, which is to take out Hanoka, and then
I wish you luck.
Use Winter Edelgard to take out Tina here, and then let's see what we can do against this Myr. That's really good, actually. She heals afterwards, though. And then it would be gambling on that trap as to whether or not Crown can get a hit in. And then we're taking damage if she attacks.
Let's go say hello.
Is this worth it? I'm not sure. Could go Unity if we want to.
Deliver.
That's a lot of damage back.
I wonder.
Let us go.
Is there any way I can get Lumera in there?
I will deliver.
Alright, I think I might pass on that and just take out Triandra here. And then take out Embla. And then that will leave Myr for last.
Who's next?
And she won't be able to kill either the Edelgards here. So that at least is a plus.
To you.
And I think I'm going to pass on taking out Myr. Or at least attempting to take out Myr, because I'm pretty sure she gets some amount of healing from her B skill. So yeah, that might put it into a range where we'll miss the kill, and we would have just taken damage for no reason. So let's pass on that. Let's get Lumera up there just for some extra support with her terrain effects. We're gonna just use her to step on the trap. Doesn't matter now, and we'll warp in Crom, and that should be it for this turn. Now, this should probably be a easy way to get the pots here, and then we just got to figure out how. Well, we got traps, so you can probably back out way less than I expected. That's probably because of the terrain, but this is still good. Now she has her special up. Oh, well, she heals 14 back. Okay. Alright, so probably it was a good idea not to attack into her. That would have pretty much just wiped off any damage that I would have done. Oh, we get the kill with Crom. Interesting. I wonder why. Huh.
Leave it to me.
Alright, let's take the pots. How do I get the kill with Crom now? Now, the reason that Crom isn't able to take her out is because he can't live the counterattack. Yeah, it's just too much damage.
Good morning.
Now, the fact that he's living the counterattack here means that she's not piercing his DR. Oh, okay. So that must be like some type of space condition. She needs
It's a promise.
Let's go say hello.
Allies in 2 spaces to get that effect. I'll probably check on that afterwards. I think that is probably the case, and it's not in her weapon. Because if she was able to pierce Crom's DR, Crom would not be able to take her out. Crom needs both hits to take out this Myr, so she definitely isn't piercing his DR there.
Take this, please.
45, yeah. She isn't getting the DR piercing.
A token of our thanks.
And the Deadeye. Okay. Alright, well, GG's. that one is taken care of. See you in the next video.